Now that we've finished modeling, we can focus on presentation and documentation. We will create saved views in the view map of the Pop-up Navigator. Besides the model content, these views will also store important settings about the representation of the elements, layer combinations, scale, and so on. So far, we've been working in the project map of the Pop-up Navigator. In the project map, you work with the model, while in the view map, you filter the content of your model according to your needs. This way, you can create different types of plans, conceptual, structural, ceiling, fire, MEP plans, etc., from a single model. It's very important to emphasize, when opening a view, the previous settings in the project map will be overwritten. In other words, the project map inherits the settings stored in the views. ARCHICAD has some default views. Clicking and opening these would override our current settings, for example, the previously set floor plan cut plane height or the zone view options. This action is irreversible, but will not result in any data loss in the model. In the first part of this chapter, you'll learn how to create the saved views for documentation purposes. In the second part of the chapter, you will use the 3D document tools in ARCHICAD. You may continue working on the current project, or open the TS03 Chapter 7 PLN ARCHICAD Solo project file to complete this chapter of the training series. If the library manager appears and informs you that the training textures are unavailable, then click the Add button at the bottom of the dialog. Select the Training Textures folder. This is located in the Training Files folder of the downloaded guide. Click Choose to add this folder, and then click OK to proceed. Choose Show Navigator from the Pop-up Navigator. The second tab of the Pop-up Navigator is the View Map. By default, this contains a predefined folder structure for architectural and structural plans filled with existing stories, sections, and elevations. We will need a special folder for the 3D documents, so let's create it. Display the view map of the Navigator by clicking on the third icon from the right. Select the topmost item in the list. This shows the name of the project. Right-click and select New Folder in the context menu. Enter 3D Renderings for name, and click OK. The new folder is created at the bottom of the list. Select the new 3D Renderings folder and drag it under the Details node. Be careful not to move it into any of the existing folders. Let's say we're creating the approval documentation of the project, and we don't need any specific structural documentation. Select the Structural Plans folder in the view map of the Navigator. Click the Delete button. Click Delete Anyway in the upcoming dialog to confirm the deletion. Note that the full content of the folder is now deleted.